Now, over the past 2 or 3 years, Audi design in general has gotten really edgy and very stylistic, very modern, very performance-oriented in the overall look. So the cars look agile, they look really ready for action. But the little downside there is that there's a little predictability to it now. So you know when the new A6 comes out, you kind of know what kind of elements to expect with the front grille, the kind of really sharp styling on the headlamp, even the little sporty lip down below on the bumper. Why is that? Well, when it first came out on, let's say, something like an A5 or even the A7 last year, it sort of took your breath away. Now you know what to expect. But having said that, by itself, the A6 is still gorgeous, and of course, they worked on that. So the headlamp cluster, complete with the LED style statement, of course, is really nice looking and very sharp. What I like about it is that you have this one metallic element, strip of chrome inside the headlamp cluster, which seems to climb out of the headlamp. And look at this, it just travels as really sharp, like a cut in the muscle, all the way right through. And it's really sharp, it's really well defined, comes all the way back here and then suddenly tapers into the tail lamp, climbs into the tail lamp, becomes a straight line, and then comes down and merges into the bumper. So that is really athletic looking. And again, the tail lamp, really sharply done, nice use of LEDs. Very definitive. So when you see one of these coming up in your rear view mirror in the evening, or even with the daytime running lights, or you see one zipping by you, you know it's an A6 because there are these little signature elements in the headlamp and the tail lamp cluster. Now you have lots of options, of course, on this car, and so you can go all the way from 16-inch to 20-inch alloy wheels. These are 19 and different alloy patterns. Lots of color options. There's about 11 body colors, and there's lots of equipment that you can, of course, throw in here. The one point I want to make here is that, and you'll see that on the interiors perhaps a little more than on the exteriors, the car tends to look a little bit like a mini A8. And while here in Europe that could have been a little bit of a problem, in a market like India, that makes the A6 a little more aspirational. So when you look at it and you compare it to the current new 5 Series which drove in last year, and of course the E-Class which drove in a few months before that, while those two cars are really capable, now because of this A8-like stance and style and equipment, the A6 will start looking just a little bit more attractive.
So it's got its own signature LED daytime running lights, and it's a mini A8. Food for thought straight away, because that means that we can now assume all those goodies, especially the techie ones, are very much carried over. Except reclining seats and stuff. Come on guys, this isn't necessarily a chauffeur driven one like the A8L is, in India anyway. Okay, so what kind of goodies you want to know? Well, be patient, we shall get to that. First up, let me tell you that this car on your screens is the 3-litre TDI Quattro. That means it's the diesel all-wheel drive for those of you uninitiated to Audi speak, or CNB for that matter. Ample figures indeed. Of course, it's an engine I know well, and it's familiar territory for the Audi and overall VW group families.